Just let me know where you are, what you feel around you, and how you feel.
I feel really good, relaxed, happy.
That's good. Perfect. Do you feel you're inside or outside?
I'm
What is
inside.
okay? The space is closed or open?
It's closed.
Do you feel any energies around?
Fear. Anxiety.
Okay, where do you have that anxiety in your body? Just feel it through, feel your body and locate that anxiety.
My hands and my shoulders.
Okay, what you can do, you can collect that energy from your hands and from your shoulders by using your energetic hands. If you don't see them, you just imagine them
Mhm.
and collect that energy. You can either transform it into something positive or you can throw it out. You can draw a portal with your finger in your energy sphere, open the door and throw them out, or transform them into high vibrational energy of love or peace or whatever that is you imagine to be as a creator being.
I transformed it into a dove. Let it go.
Perfect. That's beautiful. Good job. How about the head?
Yeah, I've got some tightness around the top of my head.
Yeah. You can do the same with the energy, with that tightness there. What do you choose to do?
Okay, it's gone now. It's all.
You're throwing it out?
I
Sorry, I didn't hear. Yeah. Okay, good. Good job. Yeah. Okay, how do you feel now?
feel great.
Perfect. Do you see anything around you or above you?
No, just space.
Okay, okay. Because I see a large metallic spaceship right above you.
Oh,
It's
cool.
it's it's very big, and there's like in the center there's like a dome, and it's glass, and inside there's lots of plants growing, and I see you as this being, which is like an energy, mm, like bright yellow energy being.
Mm.
Yeah, sitting in there, and like you're doing something with the plants, you're touching them, you're looking at them as if you were looking at the people or faces and talking to them telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
And I see when you touch them, they grow some interesting fruit on them, on some flowers. They look very, very interesting. Some fruit look like carrots, but they're not carrots. They look semi-transparent and they filled with like juice. You can see the juice through the membrane of the fruit, the skin, and
I really like fruit. Yeah, I like plants.
Yeah, and there's like palm trees with some fruit, and they look like strawberries, but they're giant. And like those strawberries that shaped as hearts. They
Hmm.
look like that, and they grow on the trees. And your yellow energy body, it's glowing, and it's like I see a layer of the other body that kind of holds you together, but the glow of this bright bright yellow kind of like shines through it. And because your essence also, it has the essence by itself is green, but then when it shines through the sides, it turns into gold, like golden yellow. And you're like a sun yourself. uh you shine that light, it bounces off the dome system, and those are like made out of panels. I can see through from above because I basically saw the spaceship with the greenery inside.
Hmm.
But from the other side, if I'm inside with you, then I see them as like mirrors, and the lights from coming from you bounce back straight at the plants, and that's how they grow. It's like a light system, but created by you, and you power them. You make them grow by shining your own light on them.
But whenever I try to look at myself, all I can see is light. I can't see form even.
Yes, it's beautiful. You saying to me you don't belong to Earth.
I
You
don't.
don't belong to Earth. You repeat it so many times. You want to get out.
Yes.
You came by the call. There was a call. They called on you. The incarnation that you had prior is that life on that spaceship, because you're like a giant portable remote control delivery system of flora to different planets.
That's what I saw myself as, a big ship, like as big as a whale. I mean, like a space whale, not even like a normal sized whale.
It's a very large one. It's
Yeah.
like it's over the house, it's like huge, giant. And you just go from place to place. I'm asking you, what are your favorite places? And you're saying that there would be, you say Andromeda is kind of fun, but
Yes.
then Sirius is also.
Hmm.
Arcturus is fun too.
Hmm.
This solar system is not so. You don't see much on it from a perspective if you have a physical body, but you can do it because you can manipulate the matter and you can make yourself physical and non-physical in a second. You know what you do? You kind of layer yourself in light, you condense it, and you become almost solid. But when I touch you in that condition, uh, it reminds me some toy, a rubber toy filled with some soft pellets or something, kind of like that. So,
Yeah, fluff, like cotton candy.
right, yeah.
Hmm.
You call yourself Lucia. I clearly heard it. Lusha.
Lush. Hmm.
But you're more like you have a dominant female energy because you say
Yeah.
that it gives you more creative abilities to generate more interesting ideas about how to you put the ideas on the canvas. The canvas is in the on the side of the ship. I say to the left, you're right.
Hmm.
And when I look at it, it's interesting because it's like you activate it by your mind, you're connected with your consciousness to it, and it just shows up as a canvas, as a screen. And on the screen, you can draw lines in your mind first, and then they appear on the screen. And you can create an interesting plant. Like right now, I see you creating like brown bamboo type sticks, and there are clusters of purple berries like blueberries just hanging down. They almost like look like Christmas ornaments, like round shaped ones. And you really like it because you also know that there are different vibrational patterns in each creation of yours and different parts of you. You put like a piece of you into each creation, and you treat them like your babies in a way. That's what you say. But you also, you said that in some other universes also you've done a lot of projects like this, and you would imagine animals and would do just that. But the spaceship is also important for the systems that they use. There's some, it's called a holographic system based on crystalline energy. The crystals produce shine ray. It's like the rays coming from crystals uh, create a holographic image um, in the space I see. And it looks like it expands. It's like if it's a ball, it expands and becomes flat, and on then becomes higher, bigger, more like cylindrical type. Uh, it's like a device that you create devices also that you can grow the plants you grow on the spaceship on any planet. And you can also you create shields over plants when you plant them because some planets been destroyed in the past and they need to be revived. And vibrationally, sometimes plants are not even in sync in they're not synchronized with the vibration of the planet. But by implanting different plants or flowers of fruit palm trees type um, plants, then you make the something about the root system. The root system is the one that goes down to the essence of the planet and connects the outside to inside, so the planet can really grow fast in its knowledge, understanding, and its consciousness, and become different, new and renewed planet. I see one of those planets and I see a different spaceship with blue at the top and blue at the bottom and oval um, windows in a row around it in diameter. And those are the beings who are also come to learn about the systems. It's like you're in a botanical garden in a way, but a lot of times you've had times when you would go on the timeline and you would see that this particular planet would be destroyed at the surface level, and you would save the plants and sometimes the beings. It didn't matter, you would just save whatever that you could save that was live on the surface. And you're showing to me like It's just like a very interesting energy how you came here. You look like a bell shaped humanoid being. It's the bell shaped is a cape, but it's energetic cape. It's not, and it's just a figure of. It's like energy, but it resembles like the figure is like a humanoid type, and it got this cape like going all around, and it's sharing energetically. It makes you you're like a connector in between universes also. You do that, and you connect beings too. Because sometimes you come to the planet, you save this life form or that life form, and you then fly around and try to find a new home for those beings.
I had some flashes of people. I was giving, yeah, giving plants and animals and like babies and dropping people off. It was very strange. I couldn't figure
Yeah,
it out.
because you know who needs. It's like everybody needs a balance. It doesn't matter if it's a physical life or life on energetic planet or star. And then for that balance, sometimes you need to heal. And for the healing to occur, you need a certain connection with a certain person, because all the people from a higher perspective are reflections of us, or they complete us in one way or another by giving us certain information. And you understand that at a deep level. You're very conscious about it. So I literally see you got some, those shepherd dogs, but they look like semi ship, semi dogs beings. They got the white fur, but it's curly, and you delivering them to Cyrus. You say Cyrus planet. It's not Sirius, it's Cyrus. It's very interesting too because it's glowing. Kind of reminds me of Sirius, but it's glowing with green, and it goes like crisscross, like one vertical, one horizontal line of glow, and it spreads.
I saw all the green lines. Like I didn't know what they were.
Yeah, it's like a snowflake made out of green
Hmm.
lines when I got close to it.
Hmm.
And it's very peaceful information. I see all the animals that are on our planet. I see reindeers. I see the deers with giant horns, amazing, amazingly huge. I have no idea how they even carry them on their heads. But those horns are antennas. They're connecting them
Hmm.
to other species, and they're sharing information, knowledge, survival.
Hmm.
Mm,
Reading the magnetic field.
right. Yes. Yeah. They're like ecotronic system. I
Hmm.
don't know what it is. Yeah. So they just basically signal. They send impulses and they receive impulses. They look like round energy circles coming down, and then they come off of their antennas, horns. It's very beautiful. They're just like all over the place, and there are other beings like that. There's also horses, a lot of horses. They look beautiful. They're sparkling purple or blue. Mm. Just amazingly beautiful colors sparkling all over. And you just so what you did, you're you brought how many of them? Looks like 10 of those kind of shepherd dogs, let's call them that way, but they're not. They're really hybrids. Because when I touch them, I can understand what it is. It looks like a Arctic fox mixed with a dog, mixed with a sheep, stuff like this. And they're very nice. They have this kind of purple type tongues or something that they lick you. I see they lick like a blueberries from your hand.
Mhm.
And and yeah, the blueberries are all over. There's some other berries all over the place. And it's a physical planet actually. And I see that this I connected to the panda. It looks exactly like panda on Earth. The
Mhm.
panda said that, well, we're here just in case we got pushed out of three-dimensional, third-dimensional Earth, and we can just go here. We can come here, incarnate here. It doesn't matter for us. It really doesn't. There's a lot of species who have gone from the surface of Earth and they incarnated here. You can see them here.
Mhm.
There's some orange monkeys, but they got the stripes. They have like black stripes on the sides, and they have round cheeks, flattish. They look cute. Those are the ones from Earth too. Um, so you go to this planet, and then there's, by the way, there's Cyrus 1, 2, 3. They form like a triangle. It's a different corner of our universe. It's just kind of like far. It's straight from me. Like if I see Sirius here to the right, and this one is straight from me, and it's kind of behind Arcturus, I would say, but far behind.
Mhm.
So then you go to other places. Back to Andromeda you go. There is some. So Andromeda has this interesting building, kind of looks like yours on the spaceship, but yours on the but that one is like a prototype for this one on the spaceship, because it's giant, it's much bigger than yours, but it's like a animal rehabilitation center
Mhm.
because you bring babies to there or
Mhm.
embryons,
Mhm.
or some animals have been mistreated in some lives by some humanoid beings who've been hybridized, not by their choice,
Mhm.
by with reptilians and
Mhm.
that kind of mind,
Mhm.
more like abusive and like that. So what you did, there was an impulse. It goes throughout the universe and it echoes. It echoes all over the place with rings of echo, and are you are in the energy of one of those rings, and you feel sad for a moment because this are the true impulses from the center, from the essence of Terra,
Mhm.
and it just pulls you. It's like
Mhm.
a response that no soul can mm, refuse or can resist, because you,
Mhm.
you have to come and help.
Mhm.
And that's what you did. But you left your spaceship behind. But at the same time, it's like you did and you didn't, because you sent only 20% of you into this first incarnation on Earth, and
Mhm.
80% of you are still there.
Mhm.
And that's why you have flashbacks here and there.
Hmm.
Also with the beings whom you connect telepathically and beings whom you have some encounters with,
Hmm.
the planets and species, different ones. You just go in the your energy body looks in diagonal stripes like this, as if somebody took a paper and drew with the crayon and really pushed the crayon to make it like, you know, it's like embedded into your body.
Mm.
And to explain, that kind of makes you feel just make you feel this. There's just so many mixed emotions in this once. First of all, you feel lonely. Second of all, you feel lonely. You need somebody desperately, but at the same time, you're so scared of people at times,
Hmm.
and you don't want anybody around. You just want your plants and your animals around. So there's a lot of here and there. It's almost like in your energy sphere, what you do is you're pacing around like back and forth, right leg and left.
Hmm.
Um, and you don't know which side to take, or maybe you should stay in the middle, but you don't really know. Your body is not even made to be here, to be here to do what others do, because you with at the consciousness level that you came here in this incarnation, you just don't resonate with the programming of the matrix of the matrix,
Hmm.
childbearing, like every single aspect of those programs you do
Hmm.
not really resonate with.
Right.
And you feel like you would rather not do anything but stay home, but then it becomes your prison.
Hmm.
And it doesn't feel right either. And it's that it's that energetic basically rope that you put, but you yourself created it on yourself. You wrapped yourself to contain yourself somehow because
Hmm.
you feel like if you don't,
I won't stay in my body. Yeah.
yeah, you won't stay in your body, and
Hmm.
also the people would take advantage of you, or there's this deep fear of people
Yes.
and
Fear.
dealing with them and situations they can
Hmm.
put you into. And you actually, I felt it from you before the session.
Hmm.
I almost felt like not dealing with you. No, I'm serious about it,
Hmm.
because I felt it's very strong in you,
Yes.
that you're very, very hesitant every time. You have to push yourself, literally push.
Hmm.
And you first really study that person
Hmm.
and feel of him or her through in order to connect. And it's only like literally 1 to 3 connections you've made in your life.
Right.
Uh, and that's why I totally understand now everything. So there is this, you say there's an egg. The egg has a paper, and the paper has a little crystal, looks like a needle. And that's something that the grace created to keep you in here.
Hmm.
And you want to find it.
Hmm.
It's under the Atlantic waters on the Atlantic. You know where it is. You're going there now. And there's like the whole continent there. There's so many people there. But they're glowing. They are physical, but they're glowing.
Hmm.
It's almost like hurts your eyes when you see them. But it's just a different, it's like a different density underneath there.
Mhm.
It's much more high vibrational. It's 5.5, 6 vibration like that.
Mhm.
And they're like they're imprisoned by themselves. They feel imprisoned because they can't really do what they came here to do, because at some point they were taken over by grace. I see a lot of grace. You know that that face, like that had like a heart.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's exactly how they look like. It's a little different type of grace because they have this I don't know how. I'll find it to you. There's this term in Italian, testacore. It's
Mhm.
it's like a head shaped as a heart, and it
Mhm.
just like I can find the picture for you later.
Mhm.
But anyway, they're the ones who came by spaceships and find a way through some technology that they used. It looks like a blue beam of light that infiltrates. You know what happened? I see you opening the waters to emerge, to come out, because
Mhm.
they do come out, these beings, they do.
Mhm.
You have a close connection with them also. They're like your friends. You can see them, your friends. They try to come out of the waters of Atlantic, and the grays are right there and start beaming them with light. And there's some technology. It's like metallic needles. They held this
Mhm.
wormhole open
Mhm.
with the needles, and then they got in. And they changed something energetically. They're like under a spell. That's what you said.
Mhm.
Under a spell of low vibration. They can't get
Mhm.
out of it.
Mhm.
In reality, it's like technology that they used. I see some literally like cubes, square boxes, and there are some things in them. They have holes in them, and there are some sound waves coming out of them. And those sound waves keep those beings under in this semi-asleep, state. They still
Mhm.
do what they do, but their consciousness is beamed down. So it's kind of like staying at the same level, and it's shaded over, shielded over. So they have to activate it again, the system. So you come here. There's like a room in the middle. It looks like a big blue dome. It's shaped as a top of an egg. And inside there is like a big table. It's very beautifully made table out of metallic leaves, and it goes like in circle. And there's like this egg right in the middle. You take the egg. You take the needle. It's a crystal. It's your crystal. It
Mhm.
belongs to you. You put it inside of you. That's part of you.
Mhm.
It's like they tried to keep it from you, so as a way to keep you attached to the physical earth level.
Mhm.
So you took it and you just put it, it blended right within you, and then you put like you touched that rope that was covering you, and it got burned up immediately. It's just your wanting and understanding that you need to get rid of it,
Mhm.
burned it up. And you have a lot of gray areas in your mental emotional bodies. It really shows up, and the way it is, because it's all like one, our energy body and
Mhm.
mental emotional, they inserted inside,
Mhm.
and they're connected through the heart connection, soul heart.
Mhm.
The heart got infected by these feelings of loneliness and being hopeless. um, you're not able to help yourself, and you're hiding underneath, behind the curtain. It's like when you go in
Mhm.
public, you have this invisible curtain around you.
Sure.
but usually in shape of some clothing or glasses or something like this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you're just like peeking through. Yeah, I just need to do something and just don't look at me type. So I asked you what you want to do with those, and you said, like, let's use that waterfall and let's just create the waterfall very powerful. And I can put my energy bodies underneath and they can create it. Just cleanse, it can be like a cleansing water coming down,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you do. And I see them. I even hear water like shum, 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 shum. It goes like in layers. It's very interesting because it goes like little streams put together in the one waterfall stream, and like you clean those mental emotional bodies right now. They're inside of you. And you created this, it's almost like a rag, but it's not a rag. It's just part of you, your energy. You created like a plate made out of your essences, energy. It's green, it's bright green, and you activate every cell, every tissue, every muscle, every organ of your body. Yeah. So, and I see you expanding, expanding like this flower opening. It's bright green with yellow aura all around it, like a golden rainbow over it. When I asked you about the contract, you said, well, that was the contract. But then I see the reptilian eyes, they're really staring, they're yellow, bright
Mm-hmm.
yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked you for some flower. And that flower has some power to it. And part of you, part of your creation. That was a sneaky thing. He said that he would, oh, he would, he would come to you a lot and stand by your energy sphere, not too far away, but piercing you with his bright yellow eyes. And you ask him telepathically, what is he doing? Because you never agreed for him to connect to you. But
Mm-hmm.
he said, I'm outside of your energy sphere, so I can stand and watch, just like other people on the street in your reality can. And you say, well, I want you to go because I really don't feel comfortable when people are staring at me like that.
Yeah, it's like
We're
having someone
beings.
watch you all the time.
Right. And you just said, how about I give you something? And you offered it yourself. And he said, give me one of your creations. And you gave him this bright red, like coral red flower made out of 4 leaves. And he took it. And in that take, and he touched you. And he got attached to you through that touch. And that's how he is, but he's not walking, he's not inside your energy sphere, even though you got a slight connection to him, uh just going through your back, because you're standing here with your back, with your face at me, and he's right here. So you basically burn up that connection too. It's burned, and you tell him to go. You have to go, you must go, you're not connected to me anymore, and this is still my energy space, just go. Actually, what you did, because he was not gonna go, you expanded yourself even more, and you raised your vibration to very high, and it was too hot for him to stand by you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way like high vibrational people, the
Mm-hmm.
low vibrational do not come to them,
Mm-hmm.
do not come up to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and about the DNA. No clones, no hybrids. The DNA is clean. You preserved it clean. They couldn't do anything to you.
Yes.
You're very strong inside. And you also surround yourself by high vibrational energy
Mm-hmm.
of nature and animals, and so you are stronger that way. But this 20% of you that you have in you, and still connected to that spaceship, that connection gives you, you can literally pull more percentage to yourself, more than 20 anytime you want. So that's exactly what you do. Mm.
Cool. That's great.
So you're just saying that you actually like your work. You said it's not a job, it's a hobby, what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to continue doing it because I really love fauna and flora, and all the beautiful animals you can create and connect to. And you're also a teacher. You said that you used to teach on some planets, some species of some children. You used to teach children on Mars, on Tiamat,
Mm-hmm.
those planets close to Earth, also Venus. I see humans on Venus used to live
Mm-hmm.
there,
Mm-hmm.
one timeline. So you teach them how to connect to animals. It's basically you would tell them the idea of when they were in when they are well, I'm observing this 3D timeline. Basically, you would tell them how animals are high vibrational, how they connect to you, and how they are the same like you. They're just different bodies. Pretty much what a lot of humans still on Earth don't understand, how to treat them equally to themselves. And also, some animals are connected to amazing star species that you can get information from them through them. And you would teach them also that, how to ask them the right questions, and how through their energy connect to other species energetically, even in other universes that you can. Well, I see you absolutely clean right now. You can ask questions if you want.
Um, I've got a couple of questions. Uh, just about the programming. That programming is all, I mean, most of it has fallen off me over the last couple of months, but a couple of nights ago, I had so strange things happening in my house. All my fire alarms were going off,
Mm-hmm.
and just weird electrical things. Very, very strange stuff going on. Um, was that me doing that, or was that
You
something?
just answered your question. I'm
Okay.
kind of smiling because sometimes when you're like enraged inside yourself, like enough is enough, I'm done with all this, I'm tired of here.
Mhm,
And you just want to, and also sometimes you want to get out of your physical body, but your physical body has to do some chores around the house and things
mhm,
like that.
mhm,
But you would rather, your body sleep, and then you can get out on your ship to join your other 80% of you. So you would just do that. You periodically, it's like you absorb it, like you keep your light, right? You contain it basically, but then you explode also.
right. I lose
And
it every once in a while.
right, yeah, but that's exactly when you get like frustrated with something or
Mhm,
something like this, right?
mhm,
Yeah, it just goes like sparkles of light. You're like fireworks.
mhm. Fireworks. Yeah. I've got a couple of questions to ask you about the waking up process and about people around me. And I know that a lot of people are dealing with, you know, people who are having a lot of problems. I worked for a man this year, and he died. He overdosed in February, and I wanted to ask about him.
He's in a white capsule and his energy body looks absolutely black. To me, when you start talking about him, I see him like a bean like this with the black inside.
Hmm.
And he's connected to some there's some metallic tubes going, and it's like a mini mountain.
Hmm.
There's like a field of mini mountains. And on each mountain there's like a metallic ring, and on each metallic ring there's a capsule like that white with a black body of a human.
Hmm.
They used to be incarnated on Earth,
Hmm.
who lost the body. Let me see what it is. Spiders come,
Hmm.
insectoids come,
Hmm.
black ants come.
Hmm.
They're generating some AI fuel out of soul's fuel.
Hmm.
It's almost like they're generating the black goo, but it's not black goo. It's that red goo I saw before, but it's very dark. It's almost like hmm, it's a different kind of goo, different kind of AI biotechnology that they
Hmm.
can use for other species also. That gives power. It gives you power when you drink it.
Right.
It gives you like endless life, live forever, power, health, whatever. You become like a um psionic inside, or whatever, that's just kind of
Hmm.
acrobatic inside. Nothing can target you or hit you or hurt you. That they generated in those pods thanks
Hmm.
to the energies.
Hmm.
So basically you came, and from one side, from the front, you opened it, and it's like it opened up. It's
Hmm.
like like water when it bubbles
Hmm.
over the oily surface. Yeah, like this, like bubbles opened up, and he comes out. He comes like fluently, like it's like air mixed with water, kind of his soul is. And I see other pods opening.
Hmm.
Ooh, I see all those ants and all those spiders surrounded us. Spiders are huge.
Hmm.
Spiders kind of look like the ones from the Mars,
Hmm.
because ants look smaller than them.
Hmm.
And it's like an alarm went off in all the
Hmm.
mountains altogether because they're connected like a big hive mode.
Hmm.
It's some sort of platform in space. They just
Hmm.
I'm looking at it from above, and it's like a big square platform. It's metallized, it's self-propelled. You can move to
Hmm.
any place it wants, and each like tiny little mountain is in a circular on a little separate circular platform, but the whole platform's connected through the wiring system at the bottom, at the base. And so everybody, like almost everybody, escaped 98%. And those are just like now it's time for them to be frustrated
Hmm.
because souls are getting released every day and escaping from their
Hmm.
slavery. So he got out. He created a spaceship around himself, like a bubble, like a sphere, like
Hmm.
perfect sphere, and just left.
Okay, cool. I have another friend who, well, he's a acquaintance friend, used to be. He showed up at my house a few months ago, and I was in a state. I was really, really sick. And he died in my house. I found him in the morning in my extra bedroom, and it just shattered me. Um,
He looked like a
the devil.
ghost when you start talking about him. You know those Halloween costumes was like
Hmm.
if you put a sheet of bed sheet,
Hmm.
yeah, on you with the holes for eyes and all that.
Right.
It looked like that.
Yeah.
Just like it was already being eaten up by
Hmm.
some creature. It's like plasmoid. The
Hmm.
creature made out of plasma.
Hmm.
No, it's shapeless, but it
Yeah.
totally took over him and was
Yeah.
eating him up, and he felt it,
Hmm.
and he
Hmm.
also subconsciously
Hmm.
knew
He was
that you
trying to
had a
get
lot
me
of
to
energy, yeah,
right. He
that you
was
could
trying to
help
get me
him.
to help him. Right. And it was horrible. The energy that was coming off him was the most negative thing I've ever experienced. It was just horrible.
He
And
was rotten inside. It's like, if
yes.
if you eaten out all the organs from a person, it's
Hmm.
horrible. It's like
Hmm.
all burnt up inside. Don't
Right.
see it, just a core left.
Hmm. Is there anything that we can do to help those people?
Right. You
They were,
already there.
they were taking some kind of medicine that they were addicted to. And he and his friend, it was a
This
really, really bad situation for them.
this is like a thing here.
Yes,
So
it
we are
is.
underground, deep underground. There is
Hmm.
some space. First dimensional beings are there, and
Hmm.
there are like coffins, just hanging on the in between in the corridors, right? On
Hmm.
the very thick chains, and there are like skeletons
Hmm.
on in the coffins, and the skeletons are just overlaid by the energy bodies of those people who lost their physical bodies.
Hmm.
And they do this, they constant motion. It's like a machine, like a
Hmm.
generator machine.
Hmm.
So it's like some sort of a Masonic thing.
Yeah,
It's
it's weird. Hmm.
it's connected to the that the cemetery, and it's
Yes,
connected to some church. It's
yeah.
connected to a lot of churches, but there's one particular I see.
Hmm.
It's pretty small. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, they hang down like slabs of meat. They're skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've got an energy body over them.
Right.
So,
So you just touched him. You sent him your powerful. Yeah, like a spark of your light. I see the green and golden around, and he got zapped by it. He got like, I can see the configuration. It's like he reconfigured, reshaped himself into an energy body that he's in. He's in blue. He's in blue energy body.
mhm,
He says, I can get out now.
mhm, good.
You're saying, yeah, you can get out anytime. You can check if you're connected to the Earth level, anything material. Disconnect and you can go. You're free to go. You can open a portal for yourself right now, or you can open a wormhole or anything you want. We can do anything we want. Just raise your vibration, hold my hands, giving you my energy. And then he shoots up like a rocket in space.
It's happy.
Shoom.
I see him smiling.
And you like quickly look up and he's gone.
Hmm.
Bye.
Okay, last but not least, I had a third friend die this year, and he had been living with me. I had to remove him from my house. I loved him to pieces, but he had some horrible things going on. Um, he was a friend to the man that you that just that we just talked about, and he was taking the same medicines and
I
drugs.
know. He has, you know what he has? He has like imagine giant pimples on your skin, just like
Mhm.
that, but they're made out of skin. It
Mhm.
almost like he's turning into some sort of frog
Mhm.
or a not dinosaur, reptilian,
Mhm.
but covered with those bumps. I see him like that.
Mhm.
He's covered with those, and
Mhm.
I see his DNA like almost 34% is already reptilian at that
Mhm.
point. He didn't. Yeah, they. It's like the cycle of people that they use, that they destroy themselves.
Mhm.
Self-destructive mode of life living.
Mhm.
Back and back and back.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, you just go back to that moment.
Okay.
I don't know, you decided to do this. You
Mhm.
went back when he was feeling fine.
Mhm.
You showed him like a screen of TV,
Mhm.
showed him what's going to happen to him later.
Mhm.
And you can change this timeline so when you come out of the body, you're free.
Okay.
And he did that, changed his timeline.
Okay. Good.
And I see him turning into some fluffy animal.
Mhm.
I think it was one of the animals that you picked up from one of the planets before.
Mhm.
He looks like a hedgehog, but doesn't
Yeah.
have the needles on top. It's they're
Uh-huh.
soft.
He's a very sweet person.
Yeah, he's got this little like
Mhm.
hedgehog. Super
Precious.
cute.
Uh-huh.
And he's
My
going.
good. Just
He's
my
going
son.
back to the planet though.
I want to talk about my son.
Mhm. Yeah.
He's been struggling with some problems here lately, but he's got good energy, better energy now. Kind of want to check in on him and see how he's doing.
Yeah, because it goes in cycles. Because they use him as a portal to the moon.
Okay.
Some beings. Usually the ones with I see the ones with some little horns, and I also see some
Hmm.
disincarnated.
Hmm.
It happened because he wanted to help disincarnated,
Yeah.
and he wanted to protect them from the low vibrational beings who attack them in the
Right.
astral.
Right.
So he opened this kind of like a door to his house to them, so they
Hmm.
can come in and like be like in a shelter.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting. You got close to him and you just like standing to him and as if you walked into him, shared information and stepped out. Stepped
Hmm.
in into him and
Hmm.
stepped out.
Hmm.
He got all the information in him
Hmm.
and he's closing. He's sealing the portal, he says.
Good.
It looks like he's using a duct tape, but it's energetic. It's pretty funny he invented that.
He's got lots of gadgets.
Yeah. So it's spinning and spinning and ooh. He said that he's the being, the Horus, is connected to him.
Hmm.
I see it right now.
Horus.
Yes, he said that clearly. That Horus, and I heard Horus in my head connected to me. I have to disconnect. Let me go to my other timeline. I see an interesting thing. I see like it's sort of Egyptian skull, and
Yes.
there are beings with just long things on the
Hmm.
back,
Hmm.
sitting like rows and rows and rows of desks. And there's this Horus who teaches them something. And your
Mhm.
son was one of those
Mhm.
sitting here. Huh. He just was curious to learn the knowledge, and that was his
Right.
agreement. So he just disconnected. He went there and he said, I'm not going to participate. I don't want to study in your school. I understand it's a slave system of
Right.
control.
Right.
So I refuse. And he walks away into the village to his wife and kids.
Mhm.
So he's no longer with him. I see him going through
Good.
like a black portal type thing,
Mhm.
going back to where he was.
Okay. Good.
Mm, yeah, that's all.
I wanted to check in on my sister too.
She looks like I immediately saw a tulip and it's like being broken.
Mhm.
You know, like the wind blows like pew, gust of wind and it gets broken on top with a little bit
Right.
of stem there.
Yes.
She's broken hearted, she says.
Mhm. She is. She's tried so hard in life and had, you know.
She feels very lonely. You resonate on that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Being lonely, deep down, cold, lonely, all that, like a
Mhm.
little flower in the wind, and nobody's there to help, and no
Right.
sunshine, and
Right.
like that. Your energy body is on some spaceship. The spaceship looks very interesting also
Mhm.
because it's rather flat. It's like a cigar, but flat cigar.
Mhm.
And the sides are sticking out sharp. It's like a very interesting 3D kind of shape.
Mhm.
I'm looking on top through, and I see this big lab, and there's a lot of insectoids in the white robes, like doctors around
Mhm.
her.
Mhm.
There's like 7 or 8.
Mhm.
They're doing some experiment on her. They're just literally cutting up her body, her energy body, to insert some little wires, especially in her legs, into her knees,
Mhm. Yeah.
feet.
Yeah. She's her legs are not good. She's got some blood clotting. She had to.
Okay, well, she's gonna go back to when she agreed to that. They told her they'll save her babies in some other life.
Yeah.
She agreed to that quickly. And that's how they got her on the spaceship and been doing experiments since that life.
Mhm.
5
Mhm.
lives before this life,
Mhm.
she says. So she disconnects from that. I see spaceship going quickly back there,
Mhm.
further and further away. Your energy body goes into her, into that broken flower, and the flower becomes whole.
Good.
She looks like a tulip.
She's beautiful. Beautiful person.
Hmm. Yeah, like a gentle energy around her. No, she's done.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
That's good.
Your dogs, your dogs make, they're like, they're like part of you.
Mhm.
They're like your energy sphere is so huge it looks like a giant dome
Mhm.
on its own because of your dogs. And they guard you too. They really do. They're you're like their mother.
Mm.
Is the dog there? That's funny. Sorry, I just wanted to open my eyes to see what the dog is doing because I figured. Oh my, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. All these animals and all your plants and everything.
It was so nice to get to talk to you, Oksana. You are
Yeah, it was nice
you're
talking
a
to you too.
golden bright light in this universe.
Well, you are. I'm more blue, but
Well,
yeah, nice. Wait, this is the paw, right? This is the dog's paw. That's
yeah, that's a
hysterical.
law.
It's so big. This sleep was you, right?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, that's cute. That's very nice. Well, I don't know if you have any more questions. I'm still in trance. I just don't go. I
Yeah,
can just run out and run back, and I do
I'm
that all
just
the time.
I'm just gonna think about it a little while and I'll get back with you. It's great.
Uh, okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, let
All
me
right.
turn it
Have
off.
have a great evening.
You too.